Claude Opus 4.5 just dropped and it destroys human engineers. Claude 4.5 Opus just dropped and it literally beat every human engineer ever. I'll come on to that in a second on their hardest coding test. And here's what insane. You can now have infinite chats with Claude in Excel and Chrome, no more context limit errors. You can code faster than ChatGPT 5 and it costs 67% less. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how to use Claude 4.5 Opus. And basically, if you haven't seen this already, today I woke up, right, and saw Claude Opus 4.5 had dropped, opened it up and gave it the same coding task. My team usually takes like 3 days to build last month, a custom AI tool for one of my businesses. Opus 4.5 built it in 47 minutes. Not kind of built it, fully built it, working, ready to use. And I sat there staring at my screen thinking about all the times I waited for developers, right? All the times I've waited days for developers. And obviously, they cost time, they cost energy, you got to manage them, etc. Whereas with this new update, it basically understands what you want without explaining every tiny detail. It fixes its own bugs. It builds complete apps whilst you eat lunch, right? And, you know, I've spent the last few hours just testing this thing on basically everything, building tools for my SEO business, creating automations for AI profit boarding, making scripts that used to take me hours. And I kept thinking about everyone who tells me they can't use AI because they don't know how to code, or they're scared to try new tools, or they think AI is too hard. This changes everything for those people because Opus 4.5 doesn't need you to be technical. You just tell it what you want in normal words, it builds it, you use it, that's it. All right, so I'm doing this live stream because this tool just came out and most people don't know it exists yet. The people who learn this first will have a huge advantage. There'll be things the competitors can't. They'll automate tasks everyone does by hand. They'll save weeks of time. And I went through every possible way this could help solo business owners. I've tested it on real tasks. I broke it. I pushed it. I found out what works. And now I'm going to show you exactly what to do with it. The framework I created, the simple steps to turn this into something useful for your business, not theory, real actions you can take today. This is a tool that finally makes AI simple enough for anyone to use. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. Let's get straight into this. So I want to show you the Opus automation blueprint. We'll come on to that in a second. If you haven't checked this already, here are the benchmarks and here's exactly how it works, all right? So you can see here, Claude Opus literally just came out November 2025, so a few hours ago. Brand new, off the press, my friends. And by the way, if you haven't already joined the AI Profit Boardroom yet, make sure you join because we've already released a video tutorial on it, as you can see right here, along with loads of different training on how to use it, a 30-day plan, etc. So make sure you get that. I think we're the only community in the world that actually updates every single day within hours as soon as something comes out. Okay, Mountain says, good day, I sent you an email today, hope you got it. Cinematic storyboards. And 1960, by the way, I don't check my emails. The only place I actually connect with people is inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So if you email me, you go through to my team. Just letting you know. The best place to connect with me is inside the AI Profit Boardroom if you want to get noticed and found when you want me to respond to your messages. 1963 says, I've been using it to code for the last couple of hours. It is amazing. Boom shakalaka. Let's get into this. So Claude Opus have said our newest model, Claude Opus 4.5, is available today. It's intelligent, efficient, and the best model in the world for coding agents and computer use. Now, bear in mind, Google Gemini just released their new coding agent, but this is a brand new update from Claude, which I think is kind of in response to that, right? Let's call a spade a spade. It's also meaningfully better everyday tasks like deep research and working with slides and spreadsheets. Opus 4.5 is a step forward in what AI systems can do and a preview of larger changes to how work gets done. And I can't wait to show this to you. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you exactly how to use it in a minute. We're going to run through exactly why it's so important so that you understand truly, okay, what is the power of this? How does this work? Why is it so important? All right. And if you have any things that you want me to test whilst we're waiting, just let me know in the comments so that I can test it for you, okay? Mountain says, check it out. Yep, check out the AI Profit Boardroom. DM me in there and I can help you. And yeah, we're going to keep going through this. So Claude Opus is state-of-the-art on tests of real-world software engineering. So you can see the SWE bench, which is software engineering tests. And you can see the different models here, right? So you got Opus, Sonnet, Opus 4.1. Basically, the main thing to note here is that Opus 4.5 is destroying everyone else, right? It's at 80.9%, whereas everything else is like 70% and pretty average, okay? And then Opus 4.5 is available today on our apps, API, and all 3 major cloud platforms. If you're a developer, use Claude Opus via the Claude API. Pricing is now $5 per million tokens, making Opus level capabilities accessible to even more users, teams, and enterprises. And you can see here they've uploaded a bunch of stuff. Now, the main thing here is like there are new tools for longer running agents and new ways to use Claude in Excel, Chrome, and on our desktop. In the Claude apps, lengthy conversations no longer hit a wall.